Well, good evening, everybody. I can't really see you with all the lights. I can tell there's a couple people here in the front, but I can't really see past about the third row. Good evening. I'm assuming everybody's out there. My name is Brian Smith. I'm the band director here at North High School, and I want to welcome you guys all to our winter concert. And this is a special concert because this is the first band concert in this brand new auditorium. So, please welcome. We have this great new facility that we're still trying to figure out how everything works, where everything's at, how we plug everything in, and hopefully we run tonight without major technical difficulties. So far it's been so good, and we'll see how it goes by the end of the night. We've got a lot of stuff planned for you guys tonight. The concert band and the jazz band is performing, and it's going to be a fun night for everybody. The first half is going to be the concert band, and then there will be an intermission. After intermission will be the jazz band. We've got to kind of rearrange the stage a whole lot to make the jazz band happen. And then after the jazz band is done, that will be it. I hope everyone got programs in all the craziness and trying to get today going. I had completely forgot to make programs, and they got printed just a few minutes ago and got brought over here. So if you don't have a program, there are programs in the back now, and if you want to wait till intermission to grab one, they'll still be there in the foyer. So I hope you enjoy. So we're going to get started. Our first piece tonight is entitled Jubilant Holiday. It's a setting of a classic Christmas song, and by classic, a lot of these Christmas tunes are several hundred years old, but with a few modern twists and turns. So I hope you guys enjoy Jubilant Holiday. next song we're going to play is entitled Pacem Noel. It's a combination of two old Christmas songs that are basically based on the same thing. The first Noel and the old Latin tune that comes from, which is Pacem Noel. This tune weaves both melodies together. It's very gentle and really wonderful sounding, so I hope you enjoy Pacem Noel. This evening is actually a bit of classical music, and was not really intended to be a Christmas song at all. It's called Fantasia on Greensleeves, and it is basically a concert band transcription of a piece from an opera, of all things. Ralph Vaughan Williams was an English composer during the 20th century, early 20th century, and was one of the leading composers in England. And in one of his operas, Sir John in Love, he used the English folk song Greensleeves for the melody of part of this opera. So this tune is really two English folk songs combined into one. However, the folk song Greensleeves is also well known as a Christmas song. So I hope you enjoy this concert band arrangement of Fantasia on Greensleeves. If you listen to classical radio at all, they've been playing this one like crazy the last several weeks, and I'm sure coming up to Christmas. So if you're a fan of classical music, tune in regularly for the next couple days. I guarantee you will hear this piece on the radio. So I hope you enjoy Fantasia on Green Sleeves. There were two soloists featured in that last piece. That was Anthony Mapari on the flute, and Kaleo Kawamura on the euphonium. Our next piece is an arrangement of Silent Night, and the melody is arranged where it's really a bunch of solos. So I'm going to skip a few names because I tried to name them, but I've given a lot of the solos to seniors. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to attempt to try and name everybody off the top of my head because I know I'm going to forget some. But there are several solos in this next piece where they kind of take turns playing the melody. So I hope you enjoy all this calm. It will also feature, we're using the piano on this one. Andrew Fan is over there on the piano. And since I mentioned the piano, and I mentioned this is a brand new building, a couple years ago when they were in the process of building this building, Mrs. Clark, the choir teacher, and I, were kind of scratching our heads because we were going to have this brand new building, and we knew we needed a piano in here. And pianos are not cheap. Pianos are very expensive, and when we were trying to figure out how we can spend a couple $100s on sheet music, sometimes figuring out where you're going to come up with $10, $15, $20,000 for a grand piano, where are we going to do that? And we were puzzled. And out of the blue, I got a phone call from some friends of mine that said, hey, we know you guys do music over at North High. We have a grand piano. Would you guys like it? It's pretty much brand new, and we're willing to donate it to North High School. And I said, yes, please. As I said, they are friends of mine. They were not able to be here tonight, but their mother, Debbie, is. So Debbie, I don't want to put you on the spot.
You're welcome.
Debbie's son, Doug, and his wife, Becky, generously donated the piano to the high school. And so this wonderful grand piano that we have, you guys are going to hear tonight, was generously donated by Francis family. So big thank you to the Francis family. Thank you, Debbie, for being here tonight. We have one more tune before intermission. After we get done with this tune, there are more goodies out in the front. We also have a few things for sale, buttons and all kinds of interesting things, band-related. All of the proceeds for that will benefit the band program. Intermission will probably be somewhere close to 10-15 minutes. We have to rearrange the whole stage for jazz bands, so intermission will be a good intermission. I hope you enjoy this last piece, and then get some refreshments outside. The Holly and the Ivy is another classic Old English folk song, Christmas tune. Not as well known here in the U.S. And this is not one that everyone knows the words to. And I'm sure there's a few people in the audience that might know the words, but this is not a common one. But I know you guys have all heard it somewhere. And somewhere around shopping and everything else as you're out and around this holiday season, I'm sure you're going to hear this somewhere. So, the Holly and the Ivy. This one features a lot of our percussion. I think just about every single one of them back there are all hands on deck. When you do band, especially marching band, you end with a lot of percussionists. And I intentionally got this piece a couple of years ago because it had a lot of percussion in it. The last couple of songs we had, there was only a couple of things in there, and a few of those people sitting down. And so every time I can put all of those percussionists to work, I like to. So they're going to be at work back there covering all 9 or so different parts. And so I hope you enjoy the Holly and the Ivy, and then please enjoy a few minutes of intermission. Thank you.
Another one here.